Hello farmers and welcome back to the hills of Tuscany. Almost finished with the grape harvest for the season. We're on the last set of vines and you can see after this row we got 4 more to go. Should get it in all to the harvester. This set of vines I've already brought in 1 full load up to the processing plant. And with the red grapes we are just making raisins this year. No more grape juice, which will cut back on the headache of trying to load them all up manually. Even doing it manually takes me forever. But yeah, now with the grapes, we can auto-load those up. Next October, I don't think these grapes will be processed by next month. But if they are, then maybe we'll sell some raisins. We'll have to see. In the meantime, also between episodes, I have 99% got the second potato field double fertilized. That slurry tanker, I think you saw that last episode. It didn't quite fill up the tanker. I was like, yeah, let's bring it over there and see what we can get done. And just about finished it. And if I leave it the way it is, I'm fine with it. It's just a very, very small triangle piece I have not gotten to. So not that big of a deal. Then I also gone over to the BGA where I was selling, well, not selling silage, but taking silage and processing that into, of course, the methane, electricity, and digestate. And the trailer still got some more silage into it. But since I've been playing at times 6 speed here, I'm kind of hoping that when I get done doing what I need to do over here, that I can empty that out and finish picking up the grass in the grass field. Not that it's a big deal either, because it's not going to decompose. The grass will just stay there. But it would be nice just to get the job actually done. Then I can fertilize the grass field and be ready to go for, let's see, October. Is it going to be November? I can't remember when I cut that grass now. Did I actually cut the grass in August? And it's been a month already? Could be. Between doing grass now in this series and on Western Australia, where it seems like I'm doing grass every 2 episodes, yeah, I'm starting to get a little confused what months I did what in. So, just a little while ago, actually, I'm recording this just before, well, it's the 2nd of July as I'm recording this, and Giants has sent me some video footage that they're going to show at FarmCon, and I found it kind of interesting on, wait, has this, yeah, I can talk about this by the time this episode goes out. Yeah, the embargo's over. But yeah, it's kind of interesting for the rice. And why am I getting stuck on a vine somewhere? Come on, let me through here. I remember getting stuck in the set of vines before. But anyways, yeah, for the rice, it looks like for the rice, we gotta get the seedlings for the rice growing in the greenhouses, which seems pretty cool. I will say the in-game footage that I at least got to see, the game does look crisper, meaning visually. The trees look better, the crops look better, everything looks just that much more crisp. So I cannot wait to see. The fog looks really good. There's going to be like morning fog or even daytime fog, evening fog maybe as well. It's all looking pretty good, and I'm getting, it's still a long ways off, but I'm getting this a little bit excited about moving on to FS25 and see what else they're going to bring along. I'm hoping that also maybe they'll announce some more crop types coming to the game. So, yeah, rice we know about. I think they really said, I don't know if they really said spinach in the trailer that we saw last week. But other crops, I've seen some people mention that peas are going to be possibly another crop. I don't have no information. I'm just guessing on it, but I think in 19 on modern maps we were doing onions. That was a crop that we were doing, and I think I did that on, was it Hawke's Bay and FS19, something like that. And with those crops that he had on that map, we were also doing carrots. And now carrots are in the game. So, yeah, maybe onions could be part of it. I think he had red and, not red onions, but white onions and purple onions. How about you turn off the harvester there, Peanut? That'll help. Getting too excited about talking FS25 stuff. But yeah, so I'm kind of interested to see once FarmCon really gets going what they're going to announce. How good is this tractor? 8 months, no damage. Okay, we're good. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hook up to our subsoiler. Yeah, this is the subsoiler. I want to make sure I get the subsoiler and not the mulcher because we don't need the mulcher. And actually, I should be selling that mulcher because we don't really... I don't really need it. It's just sitting here on the farm. I think I probably said that last season. I said, I'll get around to it, and it still sits there. It's not going to bring us in a whole bunch of cash, but that way I won't get confused between the mulcher and the subsoiler. So we'll get ourselves a worker to start plowing up one vine, because I'll have to do the other ones. Let's just get the tractor in the field. So course play can do this. I don't know if it's already set to work on the vines or not. So target not on a field. Really? I'm not on a field? Open and close. Left side of the vine. Yeah, that'll be fine. And it rhymes. Also, what I did notice in seeing some video footage from FS25, at least in the clips I saw, the UI is going to look a little bit different. They're kind of going with like a green color, it looks like, for a lot of the UI stuff. But one thing I did notice, and if you happen to see the video yourself, because it should be going live on the 3rd of July, I do believe. But on the bottom right-hand corner, I noticed that it said GPS. So kind of like where the fuel symbol is in the bottom right-hand corner now, just right below that, you'll see where it says like GPS. So GPS might be a base game feature. So that'll be kind of cool. Let me just see here. Can we... You're probably going to leave me with just enough to just go, oh, okay. And I'll have to get it in the morning. No, you took it all. Perfect. Alright, so we can go ahead and grab this and take the rest of the grass off our grass field. We're definitely going to be getting to October here very soon because I want to get started on the sugar beet and cotton harvesting. I mean, yeah, we still got plenty more work to do here this fall on this farm. Let me just get out here for a second. Okay, yeah, so the grass is already... So I must have cut it in August. Let's lower this down. So we're just going to go ahead and make silage with this. And of course, any extra silage that we do have, we'll keep going to the BGA every now and then, earning us that wonderful euros that we've been looking for. So usually I end up with about 10,000 liters of grass off this field after 2 full loads. Got a little bit there. If I don't get it all, like I said, not the biggest deal. Although the one thing we don't do in this grass field is we don't windrow it, so any pieces I have missed, it could be, you know, just laid about on the field. At least with a windrower, it'll just put it every year into another pile. I still remember the very early episodes of Hills of Tuscany when I was doing this. I think it was a sorghum field. I think it was like the very first episode. And we harvested the sorghum off this field. And I'm like, well, we're going to make it into a grass field because we're going to have sheep and cows and just do hay, so on and so forth. And I'm actually shocked that this grass field is keeping up with the cows and the sheep. But the one thing we do got to take into consideration, I originally was going to do, I think, just hay for the cows, but the sugar production and the silage alone is making up TMR for the cows that we currently have. I think we're only 25% full in the cow barn, though, so maybe once they get a full cow barn, maybe the TMR won't be able to keep up, and I may have to feed them some hay. Got our manure spreader down here because once the sugar beet starts getting harvested and cleared out, we'll start putting a layer of manure on the field for a stage of fertilization. And we're not selling anything today. We're just going to go into next month and probably wake up in the red, meaning that we don't have no money. We got to pay off some or earn some money before I can start getting myself workers. Yeah, I think we're pretty much all set. The only thing I didn't check on, though, is how are we doing here? 7,000. Yeah, they're good for another month. And the cows should be... Oh, yeah, they need some straw. I don't think they're going to run out, but I don't want to run out of solid manure either. Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and show you the potato field. And you can kind of see... Yeah, this little section right here. Of course, I did miss little bits here and there, but overall... So I'm going to say that's pretty darn good, in my opinion. We just want to come down here, grab the telehandler. And actually, I'll probably leave this up at the farm, and I'll grab the sheep's wool in the morning, because October, we're going to start making some clothing, and that's where this farm really smiles in the springtime when we sell the clothing. Every year it's just getting better and better and better. But right now we're just going to go up and give the cows some straw. So that veggie field, yep, that's been fertilized and it has been plowed, as you can see. The first potato field, I guess that's what I'm going to call it, that's all set to go next spring. Our oilseed field, sunflower or canola, is ready for sunflowers next spring. And our cereal crop field already has oats in it, and that is already double fertilized, so that's all set until next harvest season. And now we're just working our way south. The cotton field, of course, and the sugar beet field are up next, or the cotton fields, because we got two of them. And the field over by the vineyard, we sold that and bought the one, as we all know, just up and around the corner here. I think 6 bales is what we need. Do we not? We don't have a full bale. Interesting. We'll spawn that one. Okay. And then we need, we'll just grab 5 more. Perfect. That's all the manure we got left, and slurry, pretty much absolutely none. And the cows know their straw is coming. We'll just grab 3 bales at a time here. So every time now I see, I get an email from Giants, I get to see more and more of FS25. I just start to get a little bit more excited. But yeah, we got a ways to go here at FS22 still. This series should be over by FS25. I know I still keep getting questions. People messaging me on Discord like, what are you going to do with this series when FS25 comes? I'm thinking, I'm hoping I got the debt paid off by then. This farm is starting to become a well-oiled machine. And we could expand on it down the road. Not a whole lot. I may buy another field for the cereal crop so we can make more flour, so we can make more pasta. And if I get more fields, got to start utilizing workers a little bit more. The one thing I didn't check is how are you guys doing on water? Because I can't trust this thing. But straw, they're looking very good. Alright, let's roll out of there. Shut the door. I'm still wondering about that water silo for the cow barn here. It doesn't work there, but it did work on the sheep over here, which is rather interesting. Alright, and then we'll quickly look. Careful how I open these doors, so I can sometimes grab the wool there, but looks like they're doing just fine. They should have plenty of space. I don't think I'll wake up and they'll say no more room for wool. And plus, we did sell some male rams, as they are. at the end of last episode, just to bring a little bit of cash and leave some room for some more females to come on in. All right, so we do got 16,000. The BGA will bring us in some money. We got the wind turbine, so we actually may wake up not owing the bank any extra more money than we already do. I'm going to say 3,500. We're going to wake up with 3,500 in the bank, right? All right, that's pretty good. I can live with that. Our worker should be going. He just worked out through the night, I'm sure. And yep, we're getting along there just fine. This is the only one course play will work on. It will not work on the white vines and, of course, the one on the hill. Most of us already know that. Let me just slow down times to times 3 to start the day. Oh, I got to fertilize that grass field. And that should be ready for harvest, but of course we do wait. All right, so I got to fertilize that. But before we really get into doing anything, stuff like that, we're going to hop into our root crop harvester. And I got to, of course, attach up to... Got to lower that. We got to attach the beet harvester to the header. There we go. And yeah, we're actually going to hire ourselves a worker to start on the beet harvesting. And all the beets are just going to go into the silo because we're putting cut sugar beet into the sugar factory. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a worker started on this job here. All right, and then, yeah, and then create job, field position here. And yeah, just had that general direction. Oh, they might have a little bit of a problem with the housing. I'll do 4 headlands because that's what they're going to need. I'll do 1% overlap. I think we're going to have some problems here, so I may have to help them out here in just a moment. It's just this little section right here. Okay, make sure the beets are going in, which they are. So yeah, we're right up against that shed and the back door of that house. So we'll see how they get along. I'm not too worried about the worker. The worker, even though we got crop destruction on, they will not destroy the crop. Yeah, I kind of figured that might be an issue. So what we'll do is we'll help them out here. I may even hit the shed or the house, so... And we are through. All right, while that started, let me just check on the stock page and see what the prices are looking like today. Potato chips, $15.24. That's a good price over at the Restaurante. Let's see, preserved food to the farmer's market. Although we don't actually have... Well, we got a decent amount. It's kind of like going everywhere. So if I need money, potato chips, I'm pretty sure the raisins are not all the way through. White grape juice is done, so we can deactivate that. And then the raisins, we still got almost just over 15,000 liters of grapes to go through. How we doing on the butter and the cheese? We don't actually have a whole lot. Did I sell that last month? I may have. Greenhouse is still going, and the BGA has gone through all that silage. So that actually went through that pretty quick. TMR, yeah, we're just full. So we'll deactivate that. And what do we have? Oh, yeah, the honey. We knew we were out of honey anyways. And everything else. Oh, that is finished. So we'll deactivate that. I could bring over some more silage to get done. And the pasta, how much more... pasta are we going to have here? Oh, I got to bring the wheat, not the wheat, sorry, the flour. How much flour do I got? 5,000 in storage and probably another 5,000 that spawns. So I got to get there at some point. And all right, so this worker is just going to be problematic here until I get that first headland done. Is this ready? No, that cotton is still growing. No cotton today? I thought cotton was today. Is the other cotton field ready? That's the map I gotta be on. And where are we? No cotton today. I thought cotton would have been today. Was I up? Oh, I think, yeah, this year I went through February and went, oh crap, I forgot to plant the cotton. So even though cotton is technically ready for harvest, I didn't plant it till the second month. So, okay. Well, while our worker is going ahead and doing that, we can do a couple of things. Actually, let me go back to here. We're going to fertilize our grass field with artificial fertilizer. Just needs one stage thrown down. And we know this won't take too long. I got plenty of jobs. I can leave the sugar beet harvester on a worker, as long as they don't get stopped and paused everywhere. Alright, so I was kind of excited about getting the clothing started today, but I still think our fabric production building will get it all done by next April. I think the production that is pretty decent. Just looking at the weather forecast, it just shows clouds right now. So as long as no rain comes along, we are okay. Just looks a little gloomy to start the morning, but it is October. So with the worker in that field there, let's try not to get fertilizer too much into that field. And just like that, the grass field is fertilized. Interesting little shadow that we're getting there. What condition is this tractor in? Inspection required, current damages is 1. I'm not too worried about it. So we'll just maybe wait until winter when I inspect everything else. Let's roll this away. Alright, so where is my truck currently? Well, this is up here. Let's grab the wool that we do have outside. Ooh, okay. I thought it was just... No, we dropped one. Oh, we can't have that. I bet you we hit the tree. Oh, wait, there's more. Okay, there's more there than I thought there was. All right, we'll just grab this right here. And we'll bring this down to the spinnery. Sometimes the front ones can walk their way off the pallet forks. We'll get this in. That way we'll have a good amount of wool in there. That way when I do start harvesting the cotton next month, we can get a round bale of cotton in there, and then eventually I can get the rest of the wool down here, because our spinnery takes cotton and wool, combines them together to make more fabric than if you were to do each product on their own. Let me throw my beacon on, because we get... Really? We were doing so good. Every time I try to take down more than 4, like I am right now, the front ones always fall off. All right, we'll leave that there. We'll call that good for now on that. Is my truck over here? Where is my truck? I really don't know where my truck is. All right, so you made it around, and you're doing the third headland. Okay, so you're doing fine. My Lamborghini is over at the greenhouses. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, where the heck is my truck? Yeah, this is like a couple episodes ago I brought this down here to refuel. Alright, we're actually going to go sell some products and make some money. So the potato chips were looking pretty good. They need to go over to the restaurant. The pasta is piling outside, but that does not get sold until January. So I don't think anything else really needs to go over to the restaurant. I'm pretty sure there's more than that. All right, let me just double check the stock market page. And so potato chips. Well, we do got some soup, but you know, I might as well grab the soup. All right, let me grab the soup of parsnips and red beet, and I'll see you over at the restaurant. We can sell this. Then on the way back, I'll grab the flour. And we'll bring this up to Rosa so she can make some more pasta. I do like coming over here just because of the way it looks. I think it's just because I can just see people in the restaurant sitting, looking out the window, looking at the lovely little lake here, watching people boating or doing whatever they do. Around here. I did grab all the soup. I think 2 wanted to go to the restaurant, and I think 1 wanted to go to the market stall, but I said, you know what? You're all going. And I think I hit the side of the building, and I did it again. But I think this is going to allow us to go on in, and I think we'll get the loan down to 8 million. Where do I need to go here? Yep, repay. And actually, we're going to go a little bit more than that. All right, so 7,965,000. So the end of the year goal has been reached. Took me a little bit longer to do so than I thought it would. I thought we were going to be there at the rate we were going a couple months ago. But either way, we are there. And now, to start getting to our goal of being down to 6 million by the end of next season. So $2 million to pay off. But the clothing, I kind of expect maybe to be $1 million. I hope. And then with the candy and everything else that we make, possibly we'll get there. It's going to be a rough one, but if we can do it, then I think maybe by the end of year 9 we'll have the loan paid off. I do see my workers are done, but I need to go to the grain mill to grab the wheat. Oh, sorry, the flour. And I think 5 more should spawn. Let's give them a second here. And then Rosa can get all that pasta made before January gets here. I think that's going to be it. Yep, only 148 liters inside the factory. Let's work our way out of here. Oh, just barely snuck around the corner. Might be, you know, the mirror may have gotten touched there a little bit, but we got around. All right, Rosa, here we come. Workers leaving a little bit of a mess in the sugar beet field, but that's all right. We can go around and clean that up later on. Work is getting done while I'm able to do other things. Let's go ahead and pass the traffic here. And we'll come in the back way. And I do believe that they're doing fine for water in here on the pasta. Yeah, they're not going through as much water, so that makes it pretty good. And right now, how are we doing on the pasta? Well, we're up to $43,000 worth of pasta in selling it in January. All right. Let's go ahead and let's leave this here for a moment. And let's take care of my course play workers. One, we are done here. So I just got to get into the vehicle and that will take care of that one. And now we got to go find this worker here. And kind of careful because I will destroy the crops. Try to avoid as much as I can. All this is going into the silo. Yeah, I need to get the Lamborghini over here. Well, actually, I could use the T8. The T8's down here. But we'll start getting some more cut sugar beet into the sugar factory. And that's 250,000 liters emptied out in a matter of seconds. All right, let's get a worker back on that. I should have put some overlapping on the settings for course play, but I was trying to help out just for the first headland, which I ended up driving anyways. Alright, you shall continue. Alright, let me get to... Yeah, I'll leave you there. Might be in you in a second. Where is... There we go. Don't realize how many vehicles you have until you start tabbing through them. This process right here is a little bit of a long one. This is something I may upgrade in the future. Just because I brought in 250,000 liters of sugar beet. And this holds 21,000? Okay, it's more than 21,000. I thought it was 21,000. Is it 31,000? 29,500. So we'll just say about 8 or 9 loads of this compared to 1 load for the harvester to bring on over. And all we are really doing, I should make sure that this is on tip side cutter. Yep. So this trailer right here will take regular sugar beet and cut it as it empties it. So it's cut sugar beet. I'm sure we didn't run out of sugar. Or, sorry, sugar beet. By the time I find it. No, there was probably 90,000 liters in there. So I could probably put in, if I get the same yield as I did last year, and I should, about 150,000 liters of just regular sugar beet. And by the time we get to the harvest of next season, we'll be just about empty of sugar beet. I've been rather lucky going in and out of production lane without looking for traffic. I'd say 95% of the time there's no cars really right in my way. I'll park you right here. And for where we're at, we're just going to get out and run over. Oh, it's up over here. Okay, we'll go grab the Challenger. And we'll start plowing up the other potato field. Now, we'll have to clean up this mess right here. Sorry, as I keep my eye on my worker over there. What are they doing? Okay, so they might actually have the 4 headlands done. They might start be doing the crossing of the field. So whatever angle it picked out, that's what it's probably doing. And when it first starts out, probably, you know, there's short passes, so it's going to turn around quite a bit. But as I said, you know, as long as work is getting done and I can get other work done, that is great. And actually, we can kind of inspect them as we drive by. Yeah, a little messy here and there, but overall, they're going to get most of it done, and it won't take me too long to clean that up. But I miscalculated on the cotton harvest. I thought we'd be doing that today and really getting that going, because it's going to be fun to see once the clothing starts getting made how much money we're going to make off of it. But yeah, we'll get to that next month. The vineyard, yep, we got, well, the big vines are plowed. Eventually we'll have to, of course, prune the vines, but I think we got to wait until November before that happens. We got to wait for the foliage on the vines to discolor. And this field here with this plow is not going to take me too long to do. And then this field will be all set for next spring, which may sound kind of scary, but next spring in this series is not that far off, because when winter comes, we'll probably just have an episode of me just selling some things once in a while. But then I got to remember, once we get to February, we got to replant the cotton in February, which will not take us too long either, because, well, the planter we have goes at a pretty good pace. But we're probably got another, like, 3 episodes, I'm thinking, for the fall here. So I will be plowing up this field, as I said, as the worker continues in the sugar beet field. And we'll get the sugar beet harvest done between episodes. This field will be plowed up. And I don't know, maybe I'll get 1 set of vines plowed myself. I try to break it up a little bit so it doesn't seem like it takes me as long to do the work over there. Seems kind of strange when the vines are not that, you know, that big. Not that big of an area to do. And there's our other cotton field right in front of us. Watch out for these light poles right here. Someone did mention maybe I should get myself into doing some chocolate because we got the extra milk. I mean, yeah, I would have to spend money, of course, to buy the chocolate factory. I don't even know. So let me turn on the interactive zone markers. They should be on. Do I not have that? That mod may not be active on this series. Alright, so I'll have to go in here and do it this way. I got the mod where you can have a key, hotkey, to turn on the interactive zone markers. But I don't think I got it active for the series. Okay, there we go. Chocolate Factory is... Alright, well, it is 50,000. So it's not expensive. Chocolate is just sugar and milk. I mean, do I want to do another production? But the thing is, we are kind of short on the sugar for the candy factory to begin with. So if I want to make chocolate up here, I'm going to be stealing sugar from the candy production. I mean, if I was making a lot of sugar, then that'd be something that we probably could do. I don't think even if I started another, bought another field and planted another sugar beet field and did cut sugar beet and also just regular sugar beet, I think the candy factory would consume all that sugar at the pace that it's going anyways. So, but yeah, I can see the suggestion for doing the chocolate because we got excess amount of milk. Yeah, just right now, I just don't see that as helping us out too much. But it's a good thought, though. If we were just, if the candy shop wasn't consuming as much sugar, I'd be like, all right, we got a little bit of excess sugar, we got a lot of milk, let's go ahead and do that. I'm just waiting for the harvester to fill up one more time. I do love this this plow after you guys told me about it. Was that on Oceanside Forest when I started doing those fields? Up to then I was using the 9-meter plow that I'm currently using on Western Australia, and I've used on many other series, of course. So after the sugar beet harvest is done in October, we'll start probably putting down the solid manure on that field, one application only. So we won't go through it as much. And as for all the other fields, they will probably need to be done with artificial fertilizer, because I don't think we're going to get enough slurry and manure to keep doing all the fields that we have. But we will try to use what we do have at the time. But at the same time, I don't want it to slow down our springtime planting either. Well, I was kind of hoping from this hill I could look down and see our worker in the sugar beet field, but too many trees in the way. But a pretty good day. We got the loan down below 8 million. And of course, the production buildings will be going for quite a while. Some more potato chips every month. The candy we'll just keep on storing until next summer. And eventually the clothing will get going. And of course we got the pasta doing its thing. I'm hoping we'll have like maybe $75,000 worth of pasta. And I don't know if anyone know how much we made off of flour last time. Well, that'd be kind of hard to do because I think last time I sold flour, that was 2 years worth of flour that we sold. So it's kind of hard to compare how much more we're making from the pasta. All right, let's go over and see what our harvester is up to. We are missing quite a bit here, so maybe this is something I will have to go ahead and take care. It's not going to take me long to harvest up this field. Can I see what I set that at? Not cancel job. I can't see what I set that field up for. I was hoping I'd be able to click on it and see the settings that I had for it. Or do I got to go here? No, I don't want to click. It doesn't matter. I'm guessing the working width might be off a little bit there. Alright, dismiss worker. I'll probably destroy a little bit of crop here, but that is just getting a little bit messy. And you know what? Might as well just go ahead and put that right into the trailer. And let's see if I can get the rest into... Yep, that's going into the silo. That's perfect. There we go. So I'll clean up this mess as best as I can in between episodes. And maybe we'll start next episode with me finishing off this field here. I'll get the potato field finished, plowed up. And maybe one set of vines plowed up as well. Try to get a little bit more work done in between episodes. But yeah, a pretty good productive day, I do believe. Like I said, we got the loan down below 8 million. So that's what we needed to do by the end of the season. And as we're getting more and more fields also completed and set for next season. But anyways, if you made this far in the video, this is where I would ask you to maybe give the video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. And if you haven't already and you're thinking about doing so, please do subscribe as well for more content like this. But that is where we're going to wrap up for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in the hills of Tuscany. But until then, have a good one.